don't know why I put on mascara. Only got about 4.5 lashes. Welcome in. If you are new here, my name is Miss Dorcia. I am in love with all things beauty, everyday life, and health and wellness. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for tuning in and thank you for being a part of my family. So on my channel, I give it to you simple and basic or extra and bougie. But lately I have been doing my review of some of my favorite things that I have been using since the beginning of the year. So today is about lash glue. As always, I don't claim to have tried every single lash glue on the market, but I have tried the most popular ones. And I'm going to give you, of course, my favorite, those that if I ran out of my favorite, I would still use, and a technique that I picked up from one of my favorite influencers. Her name is Smitha Deepak, and I'm sure I probably just mangled her name. But I picked this technique up from her, and I'm sure it's nothing new, but when I saw it and I tried it, I truly loved it. So here's what I say about my natural lashes. I only have about 4.5, and of course I'm over exaggerating it, but my natural lashes are very thin. And I don't have volume, so I wear my lashes every day. Well, every day that I go to work. And I don't want to mess or fuss over them. I want them to look as natural as possible. And I'm going to also share with you my favorite lashes as of right now. So if this sounds interesting to you, stay tuned. Let's get into the video. One lash already. And I'm going to do this one for you. So my favorite lashes as of right now are Texture Eyes from Ardell, number 577. I am truly in love with these. I love that it gives me just a little bit of va-va-voom, but not over the top. You know, they're not spider lashes. They give me the volume that I want. They give me the length that I want. And also too, I love Naked Lash. And what I love, Naked Lash from Ardell. And what I love about these lashes is that the band is not a thick band, because my makeup routine as of late is very streamlined, very simple, and I don't want to have to do too much. And I have days that even when I wear my lashes, if I put them on correctly, I don't even have to do eyeliner on top. And I love that. And I love that this technique gives me that flexibility where if I don't want to wear eyeliner, then they are perfect. So again, as of right now, Ardell Texture Eyes number 577, my favorite, and the Ardell Naked Lashes are also my favorite collection right now. So the one glue that did not make my list and my cut is Duo. We all start off with Duo. I used Duo for years, but the one thing that I don't like about Duo is the dry time. We all know that you have to let the glue get tacky enough before you put them on, or you'll just have hella issues trying to get that that lash strip on. So again, my routine in the morning is very streamlined. I don't want to take too much time, no fuss. So I want a glue that's going to dry down very, very quickly. So my favorite aside from Duo, my favorite lash glue before I got to the one that I'm in love with is Kiss. I love this glue. I love that it is a transparent glue. It dries down to an invisible finish. You don't see it, but this is a no fuss. And I also love that it has a brush for application. I love the brush, and that's what I love about the Kiss. And this one is the Kiss adhesive, and this is the aloe. This is the aloe formula. This I love. When I run out of my favorite, this is what I'll grab. So the Shiro of my glue collection right now is Star Glue. And I get this from Amazon. It comes in a transparent and a dark. And I always use the dark, again, because I don't like to do an eyeliner every morning. So I love the dark. And also too, it just blends in seamlessly. So what's unique about this glue is the dry time. By the time you put it on, I mean, by the time you're finished, by the time you're finished applying it, you're ready to put your lashes on. And I love that about this. Now, when you go on Amazon, there are mixed reviews about this. And what I find is that people either love it or hate it. And I have seen some reviews where people have complained about when they've gotten it, that it was hard and it just doesn't work for them. But I haven't had any issues thus far. And depending on what seller you get it from, I think that may be the issue. But I returned to the seller that I bought it from the very first time, and every tube that I've gotten has been perfect. I haven't had any issues. So just be leery of the seller that you get it from, and I'll definitely link to the seller that I get mine from. But I love this glue. I love it. So the way that I use this glue, I use a brush to put mine on. And the one that I'm using right now, this is Kat Von D angled eyeliner brush number 7. I think it's number 70. I'll put it up. I'm not really sure right now. It's almost kind of rubbed off a little bit. But this is the angled brush that I use to put it on. Of course, a pair of tweezers. And you always want to coat your lashes first with some mascara. My favorite mascara is Maybelline Lash Stiletto. This is my favorite mascara. I'm actually going to do another review on some of my favorite mascaras, but this is my favorite one. I love the wand. I love that it's not a wet formula. It's not a thick formula. There's no clumping with this. So this is what I always go to. So for the rest of the video, I am going to do a voiceover. So grab a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, and come on back. I start by just dabbing just a tad bit on the eyelash tray. I do not like to waste my glue. And then from there, I grab my brush and I just lightly dip it in the glue. And just like you would if you were lining your eye with eyeliner, you do the same thing with the glue. And the beauty in using the angled brush is that you're able to get it right above your lash line. So this process is very easy and probably takes the most amount of time to do. Once I'm done with that, all I do then is just go into applying the lash. Again, this part right here may take the longest, at least for me it does, because I don't want my glue to get all over the place. But because this dries very quickly, if you do make a mistake, I just use the other end of my brush and just kind of wipe it off just a little bit. So I start by using my tweezers and I place the lash right on top of my natural lash. And I start in the middle. And then from there, I go to each end and just pull it slightly down on my natural lash until I can't see any space between my lash and my eye. This is a step that takes some practice, but all I'm doing now is just making sure that when I see it, that there are no gaps, and I just continue to pull it down to place it on my natural lash. So now what I'm doing is, you got to be careful with this part. I'm taking my tweezers and just squeezing the lash strip onto my natural lash. Simple, so simple. Now here's the summa cum laude. I take my fingers and I squeeze my lid and the lash together. This is what gives you that seamless application that make these strips look like your natural lash. Okay, how simple was that? Yes, it takes practice, but as with anything, the more you do it, the better you become at doing it. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see how seamless this looks from the top. I hope you're able to see it. So let me zoom in. Grab my brush and I'm going to lower my lashes and I want you to see. Oh, this technique was a winner for me. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another simple and basic or extra. This is my intent and my love letter to you to help you navigate those aisles. From makeup to skincare, I got you covered. I'm going to give you my review of all things drugstore and all things luxury. And everything. You want to save your coins? I got you. You don't mind spending your coins? I got you. If you enjoyed this video or if I made you think twice about anything, please give it a thumbs up and consider becoming a part of my family. This is Miss Dorcia and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Nobody will know. Nobody will know.